So, is the Flash the Hulk of the DC EU? If you remember, the Hulk's not had a whole lot of look cinematically. Starting with Ang Lee's 2003 movie that was done independent of Marvel Studios at the time, because Marvel Studios was not yet set up, and Universal owned the rights to the Hulk. And then you had 2009, I believe, the Incredible Hulk, which was Marvel Studios, and it was the weakest Marvel Studios film to date. Rife with drama, and probably a part of the reason why Kevin Feige put such a tight rein on the filmmakers after that film, because Edward Norton apparently, reportedly, was such a pill to deal with, and is the reason why he never came back. Ever since then, the Hulk has been relegated to a supporting character, and he's done really well as a supporting character. There's a lot of argument to be made about how valid the Hulk is in his own film, and it would take a very special story to really give mainstream audiences another shot at the Hulk in the future. Now, hopefully we see one, but so far I've really enjoyed his roles, his presence in the films as they are, and I look forward to seeing Thor Ragnarok with him. But back to The Flash, because newsflash, The Flash has been pulled from the DCEU's release schedule. Now, for those of you who aren't aware, The Flash has gone through 2 or 3 different directors already without having a it's all in pre-production. And they keep losing directors. So you had The Flash, who had very small cameos in Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad. And he's going to have a much larger role in the Justice League. And he was supposed to have a film come out next year, which is currently not on the schedule at all. And Warner Brothers is currently trying to nail down a director. And now the directors on the short list, originally to start with, Robert Zemeckis was in the running for director. And that's an inspired choice. I really like Zemeckis. I think he would bring more of an old school flair, filmmaking style. I mean, he's been in the business for decades. And I would be interested to see how someone of his caliber would adapt a superhero story. Kenneth Branagh's direction of Thor was a big surprise to me. I really enjoyed the first Thor. I thought Branagh brought a really epic scale to it. But also in the running, shortly after Zemeckis was reportedly going for it, was Matthew Vaughn. And no disrespect to Matthew Vaughn at all, but yawn. I mean, seriously, it's... You know how the internet can get kind of unimaginative when it comes to who should play this or who should direct this. You know, any comic book film, you ever notice Matthew Vaughn's name is always thrown in there? It's just he's the trendy pick right now for whatever reason, because I like Matthew Vaughn fine, but I've never thought he was anything really to write home about. He does a solid movie, but there's nothing about his direction that really just speaks to me. It just all seems kind of static, and it's serviceable. I mean, I hate to say that, but I mean, every film that I've seen him do, First Class being like the most of an exception, just kind of by the numbers to me. But now comes the pick that I think could save the movie. And, you know, I've been hearing really good reports about Wonder Woman. That was everything I was hoping I would hear. But Sam Raimi is in the running now to direct The Flash. And can you imagine Sam Raimi doing The Flash? To me, that is as pitch perfect as a choice as you could get. You look at the Spider-Man trilogy, yes, even 3, but mainly 1 and 2, where he has the perfect meshing of dark and comedic vision, of pushing the boundary of special effects, of making all of it believable and relatable. And I think that Warner Brothers will be fools not to take this guy on. If this is a true report, and this is all over the internet now, but I'm looking at ScreenRant.com's article on this. They bring up the fact that there's a lot of pressure on the Flash movie because of how successful the TV show is. And that, I can imagine that being very real. The show is really popular and really ingrained with people, so much to the point that a lot of people, myself included, were very disappointed to hear that Grant Gustin, who plays the Flash in the TV show, would not be in the movie. I really personally think that Warner Brothers missed a nice opportunity there. But I can understand why they didn't do it, given the feel and the scope of the show versus what the movie would be and how different the tone would be, etc., etc. However, I think that now, you guys, me, I think audiences are savvy enough to understand the differences and kind of roll with it. And I think that they could have actually boosted the ratings of the TV show by having the same cast in the film. But, the show would feel lower rent after people see the movie. And, it is a toss-up, but I don't know. Gut feeling says that there was a way to do this. But anyway, it's done. It's not. I'm postulating on something that doesn't even matter because it's now well established they're not going to do that. I just really hope that Sam Raimi lands this job. I would like to see Zemeckis. Matthew Vaughn is boring to me. I don't really care to see him do. I mean, he's got the Kingsman 2. He's already laying the groundwork for Kingsman 3. I guess they're hoping and expecting this to be a big enough hit to warrant a third film. But like I said, no slight against him. I like the guy fine. I just don't think he's all that great. Zemeckis would be interesting, but I think Raimi is the guy. So you guys tell me, what do you think about this decision for who should direct this film? Are you hopeful that The Flash will pop back up on the schedule? I mean, it could be as late as 2020 or more before we actually see The Flash movie. Just reality being what it is. We're already halfway through 2017. It could get fast-tracked and make it to 2019, but the chances for that are now very, very slim. So let me know what you think, and while we're at it, why don't you comment on what you guys thought of Mel Gibson being in the running for doing Suicide Squad 2. I think that's absolutely genius. I really do. I think that guy, I mean, if they announced him to be director of Suicide Squad 2 and Sam Raimi to be the director of The Flash, I would buy those tickets today, right now. It wouldn't matter. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't need to see a single trailer. I have that much confidence in these two guys as directors. So post down in the comments below, let me know what you think, and I will see you guys tomorrow.